Okay, I have 4 kinds of honey here, and only one of them is raw honey. That's this one here. It came out recently that 75% of all honey sold within the U.S. is not, in fact, real honey, or they don't know the origin of the honey. The only way to know the origin of the honey is if it has its pollen in it still. And they've refined and done so many things to the honey that there's no way of telling. So, for example, this is Costco honey, and now they have this True Source verified seal. It says it's a product of U.S. and Argentina. This is U.S. grade product of Canada honey, and here you have product of USA and Brazil, and this one is no more than a block from my house. So I know exactly where this honey came from. These honeys, Brazil, Canada, and Argentina, what they've discovered is that China will sell honey or corn syrup that's tainted and flavored, tinted and tainted, in my opinion, and flavored. So you're not getting any, you're not getting any honey at all. And so it broke. I do trust Costco, but here's what I want to show you. This honey here has floaties in it, pulp almost. You can see the little bits of pollen. These honeys are very runny and very clear. Now there is a water content to honey. The bees actually dehydrate the honey, thicken it, which gives it its ability to last longer. If they didn't dry it out, it would ferment. Another thing is, if you are going to have honey, make sure that all of these bottles do not feed honey to infants under 1 year. It can kill infants. So what I wanted to show you, though, is the viscosity. And so I have here, I'll stand it up. I'll stand this bottle up. So here we have the Costco Kirkland brand honey. And then here we have the raw honey. And I want to show you. I'm just waiting for this one. Okay, there's a tiny bubble that's still raising. So I'm going to flip it over. This bottle is much bigger, about twice the height. I'm going to flip them over, and you can see how fast or how long it takes for the bubble to travel. Okay, so there's the bubble there that just went through that honey. And I'm watching the raw honey. Still, now it's about halfway. Almost there. Almost there. And I hope you can see that on the video. The bubble just made it. So the viscosity of raw honey is incredibly... Now I understand there are variables that affect it, but you can also thin real honey with water. And so you're going to get more money for less honey. If you are going to take honey as an allergy medication, some people do that. It's best to start about 6 weeks before you know when your allergies kick in. I get allergies in early spring, in March, April, and then I get allergies in August. And so about 6 weeks, if you consume a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons a day, just have it with your cereal, would be great. Now what else is really neat, I'm going to pour some out here, and you can just see how thick the raw honey is this honey has a very distinct flavor. The honey will be flavored by whatever flowers it's taking the nectar from. So if you had just a rose garden and a beehive, the bees would produce rose flavored honey. This is clover honey. This is from all the flowers and blossoms from around my neighborhood, and so it tastes very almost fruity. Definitely flowery, and it's actually much nicer than all of the commercial honeys. Some of them I taste and they're almost repulsive by themselves, but this one I can actually eat by itself. They're also discovering just recently, and I don't know if it's bioengineered honey, but there have always been healing properties to honey. One of the things that I'll do is I will mix cinnamon with honey and swallow it. It's one of the best ways to cure a sore throat, or at least to remedy the pain of a sore throat. It lasts quite a while. I do about a tablespoon and maybe half a teaspoon of cinnamon, quite a bit of cinnamon, but when it dissipates through the honey, it's bearable. It's actually enjoyable. But they've discovered new healing properties of honey. I've known people to put honey on wounds. Of course, do all of this, at your own discretion. As some people have said that you can have allergic reactions, especially to raw honey. So anyway, that's some of the information about raw honey that I wanted to share with you. And if you can, buy it local. Raw honey is good. Local raw honey is better. It will contain all of the pollens of plants that grow in your area, so that your allergies and anti-allergenic properties of honey that is local will be more applicable to you than just a general raw honey. So thanks for watching, and subscribe if you want more videos like this.